Okay, Tina, I just got off the bike. I watched the last episode of Ted, and my legs feel like hell. Hopefully, I start losing some weight. It hasn't started yet. It's only been a week. But as he is saying, if they don't try to overthrow the multiple elections, at this point, I think people are so aggravated and so done with Biden that the only way Trump loses is if Democrats steal the election. That's my opinion. Just like your opinion is you think Republicans are going to steal the election. There is no possible way, especially with the way things are going now. I don't see, unless Trump is behind actual bars, I don't see him losing this election. I don't. Unless something astronomical happens, I don't see him losing this election. I don't. I think people are fed up with Biden. I think they're fed up with this economy. I think they're fed up with the border. And I saw your thing with the border on Twitter or wherever the hell it was. But there's absolutely no way that it was worse than what's going on now. I mean, I have charts from the Washington Post, for God's sakes. And they hate Trump. So it is a giant shit show. And people are fed up. They're fed up with what they see. So I don't see a path where Trump doesn't win. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I don't see the path. I don't. I think people are fed up. I think they're tired of this economy. And I'm sorry, you can say it's better all you want. I just spent over $200 for groceries. And I never, ever under Trump went over $200. Ever. So, unless there was a party. If I was having a party, I'd go over $200. But people see it in the rates. Hopefully the rates are going down this year. According to the Fed, they should be starting to go down. So we'll see what happens. But I still don't see how he loses. I don't. Remember, perception is everything. People don't give a shit about facts anymore. Okay? It's perception. People see that they're going after Trump this hard on something that wasn't fraudulent, at least in most people's minds. And now they're going to take his assets. Why? Because they don't like him. Because he's the front runner. This is the same thing as 2016. When 2016 he was running, oh my God, the world's going to end. Oh my God, this and that's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. We're still here. And so I don't know. I don't understand what you think is going to be different this time around. You're still holding on to that he's going to be a dictator. No. The three branches of government won't allow it. Especially the Supreme Court. I don't care how many conservative judges there are. They are not going to install a dictator or a king or whatever you want. You run with things that the media spits out. Watch the whole thing. He's going to be a dictator for one day. On day one, he's going to shut down the border and he's going to start getting us back to energy independence. Then business as usual. Back to dealing with the Senate and the Congress and blah, blah, blah. But Biden can do that now. And he's not. He's not. He's blaming Republicans for legislation that won't go through. That is absolute garbage if you read the bill. It's an absolute shit show, that bill, for the border. It doesn't control the flow of people coming over at all. Look, if he loses, he loses. That's one thing. But I don't see a path of him losing. And I don't see it being stolen from anybody. I don't know. I guess that's the way you think. If that's the way you think, fine. I'm not going to argue with you over it. I'm not going to sit here and convince you of how you think. That's your way of thinking. If that's what you think is going to happen, there's nothing I can say that will convince you otherwise. Just like there's nothing you can say that will convince me otherwise. We just have to live with the consequences of what's going on. What we both should do is sit back, relax, and watch the shit show. Because that's what it's going to be up until November. This is going to be an absolute shit show. That's about all I can say about that. So, I hope you're feeling okay. I know there was a problem. I think you said there was a problem with her sitting. So hopefully it's not a serious problem. I'm just hoping you're not bedridden at some point. You might be, but personally, I don't know anybody who had twins that wasn't bedridden at some point. But we'll see. I also haven't seen twins go to term yet. So we'll see what happens. I hope you're fine. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope everything is okay with the ones you got growing in you. You just take care of yourself. Take it easy at the gym, please. I think that's a lot of strain. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but to me, it seems like it's very strenuous at the point you're at now. So I know you want to stay in shape. I would figure you'd probably do it after birth. After birth, you can get back to the shape you were because you already had 2 kids and you look fantastic. So, hopefully all goes well, and keep us updated on how you're doing and how the progression is going. You all have a good day, and booyah.